Hey guys, so I wanted to make a little wrap up video because we didn't really get a chance to wrap things up when we were in the classroom together. And it also gave me a little chance to talk about what's going on in the country right now. Um, so, the murders of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and more recently, Rayshon Brooks in Atlanta are the latest in a long history of murders by authority in America. Um, the history of oppression in America goes back longer than the country. Um, Luckily, the recording and the awareness of these events have increased in the last couple years. We've been hearing about it a lot more, but what's been happening is has been happening for pretty much as long as America's been a country. So, um, as a straight white male, I will never understand what it's like to be oppressed. I will never know what it's like to be a black individual or a minority individual and have to deal with that. But it doesn't take the experience of the oppression to recognize that something is wrong, something is going on that truly has to change. Um, and nationwide, there's been a good response. I've been inspired by the amount of activists that have taken to the streets and demanded better out of their public servants. And there's been a great response of protests, and there's been a moderate response from the government, from authority, nationwide. Philadelphia has shifted around some funding. They've charged cops that probably wouldn't have been charged before, and across the country, there's these stories of what's happening. Federally, we haven't seen the response, and that's not very surprising. But nationwide, people have taken to the streets. Big cities, small cities, uh, rural areas, urban areas. So it's been a great response to see. That should show you that there's more that can be done. People, elected officials are responding to the people, but we need officials in there who are going to be proactive, not reactive. So, um, if you've been paying attention to what I've been saying, you've heard me say it a couple times now. Voting is the way that this is going to change more permanently. Um, Voting at all levels. So we have an election coming up November 3rd. I believe most of the seniors should be able to vote in that. The deadline for registration to vote in that election is October 19th. You have to be registered to vote by October 19th, and it can be done online in like 2 minutes. So if you can vote, if you will be over 18, or if you'll be 18 by uh, November 3rd, register to vote. If you are not over 18, there's a couple things you can do. Please encourage all the adults in your life to vote. It's extremely important that everybody votes. Um, and also, if you there's no school on election day, so if you on election day, if you can volunteer to help out your adult friends, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your family friends, anybody, if you can volunteer to help them out with their daily tasks so that they can take time to go vote, that would be just as helpful as voting. I hope you guys all encourage your friends and your families to go vote. Um, an individual vote might not seem like much, but if everybody puts an emphasis on getting out the vote, it can really help change things at all levels. So this upcoming election is a presidential election, but up for election are up for election for things that matter beyond president are uh, the mayor, the city council, our state representatives. They all affect what happens. The mayor elects the police chief, or appoints the police chief, I should say. Our elected mayor appoints the police chief. Our city council approves budgets that determine what funding goes where. Um, our state legislature makes the laws that we have to follow. So at all levels, at every election is important, not just presidential elections. So I encourage you guys to all get out the vote. I think something like 20% of people 18 to 29 vote in presidential elections, and it's even worse in off-year elections. 1 in 5. So with things that are happening now with the level of activism, I hope that increases. I really hope that does, and I hope you guys all take a little part of it to try to increase voter turnout. And now to talk more about the our class itself. Um, Mostly, I just wanted to say, truly, thank you guys for everything. You guys have helped me out so much. You guys have made this year amazing for me. Um, you guys have offered me different perspectives. You guys have helped me out as a teacher. You guys have let me into your lives. You guys have shared personal information with me. It's it's just all been wonderful, truly. Um, I didn't know when I got into education if I was going to like it, if I was going to hate it, if it was going to be something I wanted to continue. But with a lot of help from you guys would let me know that, yeah, this is definitely something I want to pursue. So I really appreciate it. I owe a lot of it to you guys, a lot. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Uh, as far as staying connected beyond this year, my school email will still be good. Um, M. Gyerman at Phila SD, the same email you guys have been emailing me at. I'll still get those emails. So if you guys ever need like a letter of recommendation, if you guys ever put me down as a reference, which I'm totally okay with you doing, maybe just shoot me an email first before. Um, if you guys ever have a question for me that you think I might be able to answer, if you just want to say what's up, feel free to email me. Um, and I will respond as quick as possible. That email is still good as long as I'm in the district, and I plan on being in the district for a while. Um, and as far as social media goes, now that I'm not your teacher, I think I'm allowed to. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Um, you guys have my full name. It's on Google Classroom. Just search my full name on Instagram, and I should be the only one that pops up. Um, I will not follow back. I encourage you guys to all be private as you guys go into start working jobs and uh, college applications or whatever's in your future. Being private on Instagram is just a good idea. Um, but yeah, you can look me up on there, and feel we can connect there. Um, and yeah, if you guys haven't heard, I will be teaching next year at Frankfurt High School. So I'm still in Northeast Philadelphia. So you might see me around. I plan on coaching some sports. Not sure which ones yet. Not sure if they'll even be prep sports. But if you guys ever see George Washington playing Frankfurt in the next year or two, for like football, maybe basketball, uh, stop by. I should be there. Um, and yeah, just again, I just wanted to say truly, thank you so much. It's been a great year, all things considered. I know it didn't end like that, like we wanted it to, or like anyone had planned, but all things considered, it's been an amazing year. And I owe that all to you guys. You guys will always be my first group of students, and that holds a special place in my heart. So, just again, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And yeah, that's it.